This is genuinely one of my most anticipated albums of this entire year, and so the excitement that I'm feeling, like, it's so real. It's so real. Hey Beans, what is up? How are you guys doing? I hope you're well. We're here for Maisie Peters. I don't know if you guys can see the steam from my tea. It's like very aggressive right now, but it's delicious and in my Pooh Bear mug, so it's a win. Today we are listening to The Good Witch from Maisie Peters, and I really mean it when I say, like, this is one of my most anticipated albums of the entire year. I've been so looking forward to this. I love Maisie so much, especially with this album drop. She will be in my top 5 most listened to artists this year. I'm pretty convinced of that already, and we haven't even heard the album yet, and I know I'm gonna listen to that a ton too. I already know that. Like, it's gonna be good. Like, if we take a look at this track list, I do know Lost the Breakup and Body Better. I haven't heard 2 weeks ago yet. I have heard like the first part of it because it always tries to autoplay because it's like, hey, you should be listening to this. And I'm like, wait, not yet. It sounds like it's a sad one. That much I pretty much do know just based on what I heard. I know it starts out with I wish it was 2 weeks ago. I've heard that like 100 times. This track list just looks so fun. Of course, we're starting out with like the title track. The Band and I sounds like it'll be cute. Wendy, Run. I don't even know what BSC means. I probably should figure that out. Therapy. Oh my god. No, like this, I can't believe we're actually listening. You're just a boy and I'm kind of the man. Like, I can't, you know? Like, that's how I feel on the inside. I've not had my caffeine yet, hence why I'm drinking this tea right now. My Keurig coffee maker broke, so I've been living with tea until I get that replaced. This really is one of those albums that, like, I can't believe it's here, because it was actually supposed to come last week and it got pushed back a week, and I'm literally genuinely so excited to listen to it right now. I'm trying to just like calm down. We're gonna listen to Maisie Peters, The Good Witch, which, by the way, like, the art style and like the aesthetic for the whole era I'm obsessed with. Like, the album cover, all the other like shoots involved with the album cover, like, it just it looks so good. The music videos for Body Better and Lost the Breakup are amazing. I'm so happy to be here. I hope you're happy to be here. Also, shout out to her for having like a legit full-length album. I feel like I've listened to so many short albums recently. This album is a solid 47 minutes. Like, that is the sweet spot for album lengths. I gotta say, Maisie, like, I just thank you for that. Oh, the other thing I feel like I should say is I've been avoiding all of her Instagram posts. I feel like I should say that because she's been posting like snippets of essentially all of the songs on her Instagram. I will go back and look at them after, but I have been avoiding them because I'm like, no. I just want to like hear the album when it comes out. So that's where we're at. I'm not ready, but I'm so fucking excited right now. Okay, everybody hold on to something. Everybody hold on to something. Is everybody holding on to something? We're gonna hit play on the first track on The Good Witch, called The Good Witch, and I'm not ready, but I'm so excited. Here we go.
Still me here, do you think I forgot about you? Still upset?
No, wait, I can't do this. I'm already like, I know I'm being so dramatic right now, but like, I cannot fully, why am I already crying? I can't fully express to you how excited I've been for this project. Okay, stop. Like, that's so annoying. I'm dramatic. I'm sorry. We're gonna start over, and I'm not gonna pause this. This already sounds so...
But now I'm 22, let's call this the calm before the storm comes rushing through.
I got chills. No, I got chills.
It's Armageddon.
Ooh!
Still a good witch with her tea, still bitter.
13.
Still don't play the black keys. All I do is think about the past.
Oh my god.
Haunt a house nobody lives in.
Maisie, I can't do this.
I guess when it kicks in. Still King's Cross and pulling heartbreak out of hats. Still argue like my mother and suppress stuff like my dad's. But I will try forgiveness, but I will not forget, not forget, not forget.
Yeah.
Well, okay, when it kicks in.
I know this is like the worst message, but it's okay.
Not the voice memo. No, that made me really emotional for so many reasons. This is truly, you signed up for this 2.0. Not the album, but the song. It truly feels like the same, not the same song, but the same song, just 2 years later. Like, she even says, like, I'm 22, whereas in You Signed Up for This, she says, I'm 20. And she says, like, there's new muses. Oh my god, let's calm down. So many of the lines in the song start with still. Like, it's still me, I'm still upset, but I'm 22. I am 20 and probably upset right now. I am 20 and probably upset right now. Okay, still a good witch with her tea, still bitter.
I might be bitter and twisted and broken and petty in life.
Found some other muses, I give them all my best. That is like, since, you know, my last album, I found new people to write songs about. I've experienced a lot in 2 years, and you're gonna hear some of those songs on this album. Wait, the chorus says, am I better yet? Am I better yet? I'll get better, but I'm just not better. Shut up! This is everything. I appreciate, one, the song sounds beautiful. It has a very similar kind of build to You Signed Up for This. Like, it's like a little bit slower to start, and then it builds and it builds throughout the song. You know I always love that, and I just adore the fact that this song is like really just opening to say like, all right, here we go again. Things have changed. I have different things to tell you about, but I still am Maisie. And I adore it. As always, uncut version of this album reaction will be over on Patreon if you want to check it out. All of my other album reactions, uncut, are over there along with exclusive reactions. And get these shoutouts down here. I'm sending you guys postcards. There's a whole bunch of stuff over there if you're interested. But if not, that is more than okay. But a huge thank you, of course, as always, to everyone who has gone over there already, because you guys are the reason that I get to do this, that I get to sit down in this chair right now and listen to Maisie Peters with you. So I'm very grateful to you for that. So thank you so much. And again, if you want to check Patreon out, link down in the description. But if not, that's more than okay. Let's keep going. All right, next we have a song called Coming of Age. I don't know how this is gonna go for us, but we're gonna do our best.
Your face fluorescent, looks different in the daylight. Couldn't erase you like a tattoo on my waistline. If
Ooh, not that though.
First kiss, how come it felt like a snake bite? Oh, I wish I would have seen it sooner. Why did it take me? No, this is my coming of age.
Oh, hell yes. Oh, I love that. Oh, those ohs are gonna be way too fun. Oh, I wanna jump. Maisie, I'm ready for the show.
I know I made you the big star. I let you butcher my big heart.
Oh, shit.
But it's my song and my stage, and it's
Yeah.
my coming of age. Did it take me ages to say it? My coming of age.
Oh.
Wish I could have seen it.
Oh, it's a whole party in here. Oh, that feels like frustration coming out at the end there. Like, God, I wish I could have seen it. Sorry, that was very aggressive. This, especially coming right after The Good Witch, I really love, because she's saying like, why did it take me so damn long to say that, like, this is my coming of age, this is my song and my stage. It's mine. It's my life. I'll do what I want with it. You won't be a part of it. Anybody who is a naysayer. Or a specific person whose first kiss felt like a snake bite. Gross. Also to say, I send my silence away, printing my blood on the page. Like, I'm not gonna be quiet anymore. I'm not gonna just like let things happen. I'm not gonna be a bystander. Like, I'm printing my blood on the page. Like, I am putting my all into this, and I am just going to stand up for myself. I'm gonna be there for myself. I'm gonna take control of what is mine. I love that post-chorus with like the pretty heavy voice modification, like the oh, my coming of age. This is like a very electronic kind of sounding song. Elvira, I've heard of Elvira. I love a song about taking control of like your own life and just no longer existing to please other people, whether it be, in her kind of case, media, public attention, record labels, romantic interests, people who claim to be your friends, maybe even family members who don't support what you do. Like, just taking control and like blocking all of that out and just doing what you want to do. Hell yeah. Next we have a song called Watch, and this one is kind of ambiguous, I feel like, going in, because it's like, okay, watch. There's a lot of ways this could go, right?
Telling the wide web that this is my era, then writing a lot of heartbroken music. music.
Oh.
Nobody actually happy and healthy
Oh.
has ever felt so desperate to prove it.
I haven't been attacked. Maybe you've been attacked.
But I keep searching. You're still there.
Oh! What the fuck?
Being a superstar, and all I got are victim cards, and you got every single thing you want, and I just watch.
I have been hurt. I've been attacked. Maisie! This is a vulnerable song on every level. Holy shit. Oh, the vulnerability here is too real.
You're still there.
This is built for live. You know it.
But I still let you, yes I do. I know that I should know better. I don't think I wanna get better. So
Oh.
obsessed, now I don't have
Oh.
you. I just keep
Oh.
so obsessed. I'm still here in my Lover's smoothie, and I
Ooh.
saw you're still there. You look better. What the fuck? You broke my heart and my self-esteem for a girl who's a remix of me. But I guess you got everything you want, and I just watch.
I'm okay. Oh, if there's one thing, no, there's so many things Maisie does so well, but if there's one thing that comes to mind in particular in this moment, is the way she can make a really sad topic sound like such a good time. And, you know, Body Better, of course, comes to mind as well. But this shit hurts, man. This shit hurts so bad. It's such a vulnerable song. It's an honest song. Like, to be able to, like, write a song and put it out into the world where it's like, you admit all the things you don't want to ever have to admit. Like, you look better. You look happy, you're doing great, you're getting everything you want, I'm just here to watch. And you still get to me, and I still let you. Yes, I do. I do have tickets to see Maisie in October, and I know she'll be performing this live because she literally built the chorus to be live. I know I should know better, I don't think I want to get better. I've been there when, like, you're sad over somebody and everybody's like, oh, but like you'll get over it, you'll get past it, like it just takes time. And in that moment, that is always the worst thing to hear, because it's like, I don't want to get over it, I don't want to just feel better, I want to be back where I was, you know? Like, has anybody ever been there? And it's annoying because it's the right advice, but it sucks so much at the time. Like, it takes time. Like, yeah, it does, but in that moment, you just like want to, you're like, please stop. You're not helping. The other thing that I love, that I noticed about this song, and that she's done a lot, I was literally thinking about this morning. She's somebody who will change the final chorus, like a line or two in the final chorus, and I always love that. I love when, like, you switch up the parts that are usually just kept the same. She's someone who does that a lot. Like in the final chorus, I still let you, yes I do, and then that last section is all new. You're living the goddamn dream. Have a golden star. This one's for free, because you broke my heart and my self-esteem for a girl who's a remix of me. That reminds me of, you got two types, country and western, right? From Lost the Breakup. You get everything you want and I just watch. This song sucks in the best way. Like, I love this. This one might be my favorite so far. We've only heard 3, but this might be my favorite so far. Next, we get to bop to Body Better. I do know this song. I think I even reacted to this actually on the channel, so you can see my first reaction to the song if you would like to. But yeah, we're gonna Body Better up in here.
I can't help thinking that she's got a better body. Has she got a body better than mine? Loving you was easy, that's why it hurts now. If you love her, was that just an idea you liked? Convenient use of time with obedient blue eyes.
That line, every time.
Yes, she got a body better than mine.
Body Better, baby. That song, again, I reacted to it on the channel if you wanna see my first time listening to that. One of my most listened to songs of the year. Yep, that and Lost the Breakup will be top 20. We are getting into a song called Want You Back. Now with Maisie, I feel like this could go 2 ways. 1, I want you back. 2, I don't want you back. Oh no. Oh, stop.
I was treading water till the minute we met, till you caught a teacher's daughter with a dangerous text. I read it like a Bible and I wore it like a bulletproof vest.
Oh, the writing art. No, stop it.
Yeah, I was the DJ and the darling of your passenger side. So I know
Not the darling of your past.
that you did bad.
Stop.
But if one more person says it, I might go mad.
Yes, yes.
And what was cheap to you, to me, was all I had. The issue is, I know all of this, and I still want you back.
No, 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 no. I know you did bad, but if one more person says it, I might go mad. That hit way too close for me. Sometimes like somebody does you very wrong, right? But it's somebody you care about. So like to hear other people be like, oh, they're just trash. Like they're just like whatever, you're better off. But like all of these things, like, but you know you still care about that person. So like it drives you insane to hear people say that, even though they might be right. Like she says, I know all of this and I still want you back. Maisie, I don't want this one.
So you gotta be a coward, and I salvaged a little self-respect. Yeah, I know.
Oh, this writing.
I still want you back.
So pretty too. Like her vocals on it.
I must go out with a stranger. I must kiss him to get stronger. So I don't tell a soul, but I'll be yours again tomorrow if you want it.
Oh, you know what?
But you don't wanna. Wasn't real.
No.
It was for me, but you know that. And I bet you've thrown away our photographs.
You see the gut punches that she fucking pulls when she changes the lyrics in those choruses. This is what I was talking about earlier. Why would she do that?
I still want you back.
Oh, in this, the intro and the outro.
I still want you back.
Like that. Oh. This album is honestly so far, I feel like we might hit like a point where things like get happier. Maybe this is one of those like side A, side B albums in terms of emotions. But God, this has been so sad so far. Maisie. The verses, I love the melody in the verses. It's like very quick, very like packed with lyric. The darling of your passenger side. I already talked about the chorus and how it is just so incredibly rude. Wait, this says Ed did background vocals on this. I didn't hear it. I believe it, but I didn't hear it because obviously Maisie's on like Ed's record label or whatever. I love this one. This one is a beautiful, sad little moment. Thank you for that. The next song is The Band and I. I can't lie, I'm reading that title. I can't remember the name of the song, but it reminds me of Lemonade Mouth for some reason. I'm getting more tea. My throat hurts. I don't know why, but it does. Also, it's raining. It's kind of nice. I feel like this is gonna be wholesome.
We played heads up in a car in Seattle.
Oh my god, everybody's done that.
My drummer fell for a girl in a cookie shop.
Not a cookie shop.
He said he'd make a move and then he went with excuse me.
Oh my wait, this is adorable.
It was Friday night.
Oh.
It was video gold. Oh, it was shining lights. It was rock and roll. If we live in the dream.
Oh.
I hope we never wake up.
Wait, this is so cute. I knew it was gonna be wholesome, and it is.
Mother in a Denny's and lied.
Oh, why?
Told her I've been eating them. Told her you were just a friend. Told her I was homesick. I hadn't thought of home twice.
Oh, I just need to pause to say the second verse is everything.
Was the band and
I feel like this has the wholesomeness of like Brooklyn, for example. Obviously Brooklyn is about her sister, which is very different, but it has that same wholesome feel.
we drive around to stay the night. Guys, I'm pretty sure it's the American dream.
Ooh.
It was changing
Ooh.
clocks. It was Tina
Ooh.
Stone. Oh, it was
Tina!
midnight stops it.
Why is this one gonna make me cry? It's so precious, that's why. I adore the writing in this because there's one thing I love so much is very specific storytelling. Paint me the whole damn picture. Like, let me see the details. Let me like literally visualize things in my head, and you get so many little mini stories in here because I think this song is meant to capture all of those moments with her band that make everything so special. And then to finish the song with, it was a far-flown wish when we were young. When we were kids, We dreamed about this, and now we're living that dream, and I hope we never wake up. I want this to last forever because everything about this and spending it with you and like sharing this dream with you is everything I've ever wanted, and it's a beautiful thing. And I just never want it to end. And that's... Oh! And you're learning about like all these different people who are part of the band. Like my drummer fell for a girl in a cookie shop. Like that whole little story was adorable. You get that story. The second verse, you get the Texas section. Told you you were just a friend. Who was just a friend, Maisie? And then we have El Rey, Little Rock, just like all these like little moments in time that she picks up and pops into the song, and it's just really wholesome and really cute, and I really love it. It was Tina Stone. Tina. I love Tina. So the next song that we're gonna get into is called You're Just a Boy and I'm Kind of the Man. Alright, I already like this.
Clowns like a one-woman circus. You're kinda awful, but you're not awful on purpose. Gave a two-word response when I was having a breakdown. One-way trip, take over the world. You could have come, but your head's in the sand.
Oh, yeah.
But you're just a boy and I'm kinda the man.
Oh, get him.
Pushed me out quicker than it took me to put my jeans on. And maybe you're lost and just can't see what you have. But I'm not gonna wait, now I know better than that.
Good for you.
You won't see what you're giving up till I've already left.
Bye.
Goodbye from the bigger man.
Strip it down.
Bye-bye from your girl, oh damn. You're just a boy and I'm kinda the man.
That is so everything. You know, and one of the things that really stands out to me in this song is like that admission, like, yeah, I'm in love with you. I really tried. I held out my hand. You could have been here, but you showed who you truly were. Just a boy. Just a boy. I'm out here taking on the world. And you just, what are you? Duh, stupid little boy. Oh, this is kind of like Boy's older sister. Like just a little bit. But you pushed me out quicker than it took me to put my jeans on. Boy, I'm not gonna wait. I know better than that. Good for you. Oh my god, that is a step, I think, in a person's like life. It is being able to prioritize yourself over like wanting somebody else. And I feel like that's kind of like you get to a point where like that becomes a thing. When you're younger, I feel like, you know, like you'll change yourself. You'll do anything for another person, like morph who you are, and you'll put your own life on hold to just try and get that person. Like that's, I feel like you do that more when you're younger, and then I don't know, maybe you just like reach a point where it's like, no. If you're not ready, if you're not up to the task, bye. Oh my god, next is Lost the Breakup. This song, I think I ended up only posting my reaction to this on Patreon, but I love this song so much. It's just so fun, and it's just another one that's so real. I mean, we could talk about, well, no, we can talk about it now. It's just so real in the way that it is another song where there's that like admission of like, yeah, I'm sad now, but one day you're gonna realize what you lost. Even though like right now I'm still obsessed, I'm still like really broken, but I know this will pass. I feel like that's a part of maturity as well. Oh, love.
Got the news just last month that I am exhausting and you're not in love. While you do press ups and repress us and take off her clothes. Oh, I'm hurting.
I love that. Oh, I always have.
Oh shit, you lost the breakup.
Oh shit.
Dancing over to you in the corner and you say, wow, hey, it's been forever. Do you wanna get a drink like together? I say, I'm kinda busy, but like stay in touch. I think, oh shit, I won the breakup.
Yeah, I love Lost the Breakup. I already said that, but I do. It's such a good song. It's so much fun. Everything about it. What is the next song? Wendy. Who is Wendy?
You're rolling like a stone. You're laughing like a kid.
Ooh, what is this?
She almost loses her way 'cause she followed him after one look. You could take me to Neverland, baby. We could live off of
That
magic.
Wendy.
Behind every lost boy, there's always a Wendy.
Oh, I love that.
So I'm throwing you a bone 'cause you want me and you're sure.
Oh my
If I'm not
God.
careful, I'll wake up and we'll be married, and I'll still flinch at the sound of a door. You could take me to Neverland, baby.
This is so much, Maisie.
And what about my wings? What about Wendy?
Oh my god. my
the clock
God.
that he watches.
Oh,
You'll throw your rocks and you'll scream that you hate me.
that's incredible writing. This is amazing. This is amazing. Oh my God. I am more than anything just like in love with the writing on this. At first I was like, who the hell? Wendy? And then it hit me when she said, now I remember the whole book. She almost loses her way because she followed him after one look. And I was like, Wendy. And then it hit me and I was like, Peter Pan. And then obviously it becomes very apparent in the next line. You could take me to Neverland, baby. We could live off magic and maybes, but I know the girl that you want and it scares me because she's not me. Behind every lost boy, there's always a Wendy. Oh! And it sounds like whoever this person is incredibly toxic. You're pretty like a girl till you're vicious like a man. If I'm not careful, I'll wake up and we'll be married and I'll still flinch at the sound of a door. Oof. But then I love in the chorus, like she shuts this person down. I'll lock the window and turn on the AC. I'm sure most of us here are familiar with Peter Pan. Like Peter comes to the window. That's where he and Wendy meet. And she says, I'm gonna lock the window, turn on the AC. You'll throw rocks and scream that you hate me. Oh my gosh. It's like an alternate ending to Peter Pan.
I knew you tried to change the ending. Peter losing Wendy.
What about my wings? What about Wendy? I refuse to follow Peter. Like I am my own person and I'll do my own thing. It sounds like Peter's very toxic. Toxic little Peter over here. Be the clock that he watches. That's also gotta be a reference to the actual story. Wait till he gets bored, wanders back to the forest. I just love a song that like uses something like an existing story as a metaphor. And she did that very well. So the next song is called Run. Just Run. Excuse me, Maisie Peters?
Oh my, what happened here?
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
He was too good to be true.
The production. Hold on.
Things. A man says that he wants you in his life forever. Run! He calls you up, says he's so. If a man says that he wants you in his life forever, run.
Oh! Why is there like a little bit of Lana in that? Like it's not at all Lana sounding, but for some reason there's like a little Lana in that. That that she just did, and mate you're done, something about that too. Hold on.
And make it done.
Oh, I love that.
If he says
Oh.
he's real, he's not.
Oh, okay.
If he makes you smile, he's blocked. And take a quick sharp turn at the side of the man and make it done.
Oh, this one's fun.
If the man
one's really
says
fun.
that he wants you in his life forever, run.
Oh! No, it's the way she says run. It's the way she says run and the way we're all gonna say run on tour. I'm already so excited. This is awesome. I love the production on this because it's very all over the place and very like, it's kind of chaotic, but like in a way that I can handle. Because you know I don't like chaotic, but it's chaotic in a way that I can handle. Man, this song is like true pessimism. It also just screams like trust issues, right? Sometimes you get hurt and it's just like, you know what? Fuck everybody. Nobody's legit, nobody's real, nobody means what they say. Like, I've been there where you just are like, you know what? It's not worth it because nobody cares. Because obviously in the song she's like saying all the things that you would think would be good, like wants you in your life forever. He says he's so in love. Run if he seems, maybe like if he seems too good to be true. Run. If he makes you smile, he's blocked. If he says he's real, he's not. Those are all good things, but she's like, no, I'm just done. This one's gonna be a hit, guys. This one's awesome. Ooh, okay, so the next song is 2 weeks ago. Again, I have not listened to this song in full yet, but it has tried to autoplay on my Spotify about 100 times, so I have heard the first line. I know it starts out with, I wish it was 2 weeks ago. And it sounds like it's a sad one, but I thought there was gonna be less sad songs on this album than there are, so I'm less like surprised by it at this point.
I wish it was 2 weeks ago in your room that night. I wish I'd known. I wish we kissed when we first wanted, and we didn't miss all the time we did when we said goodbye. Wish I hadn't let go. And the song was true and the sky was black. God, I wish it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's gorgeous. What I'm loving about this song is it's the kind of sad song where like you recognize like Well, I don't know, we haven't listened to the full thing, but so far it feels like it's just like something that just didn't work out. Not that anybody did anything wrong. Like the line, I can't even think of which song it's from, but it's her song. Breakups are better when there's someone to hate. What song is that from?
I wish when we went to the beach that day we'd taken more pictures, I'd been more brave, I was happier than I'd ever
I can't with
known.
this.
I wish it was 2 weeks ago, when that last kiss couldn't look at you, but I wish I did. I wish it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, Maisie.
At God, I loved you, babe. Did I tell you that the song was true? Now it's all I have, and I wish it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, this one makes me sad because, like I said, it's about they couldn't be together because of what sounds like distance, like the airport broke us in two. Kind of just like bad timing, even though it sounds like they both loved each other. It sounds so cute, but it's sad. That last kiss couldn't look at you, but I wish I had. Like, it was too hard, but looking back on it now, I wish I had taken that last glance. Oh, Maisie. I don't know, this one just hurts. Like, it's so beautiful. I really do love it, but God, does it hurt. Maisie. The next song is called BSC, and I honestly do not know what that means, but maybe we'll find out.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
I cut my nose to save some face. You cut your hair and take some
Oh, we're jumping right in.
Broke me big time.
Make it big!
But I'm actually bloody motherfucking batshit crazy. I kept it in, but it wrecked my organs. So pour the gin and call Graham Norton. I'm
Call
gonna
Graham
throw you
Norton?
down. You played a game, but I run the
Oh.
table. Mister, I don't wanna label you.
Oh.
Maybe a little miss unstable.
Oh!
Oh, you think I'm alright.
I love the hits, that bump, bump, bump.
I'm actually bloody motherfucking batshit crazy. I am unhinged.
Me too.
I am both Kathy Bates and Stephen King.
Ooh!
I can write you out the way I wrote you in. 'Cause here's the thing.
That's the thing.
You broke me big
Oh.
time. It's
It's
funny
twinkly.
I'm laughing, baby.
Uh-huh.
Actually, bloody motherfucking batshit crazy.
That's another line that's gonna go hard live.
Batshit crazy.
Oh, shut up. That song is so fun. Wait, BSC? BSC, is that batshit crazy? Maisie, this is iconic. This is actually an iconic moment that we've just experienced. I want to just read what she said about this. This song is absolutely about being in your most unhinged, most irrational, most deranged mental state. Oh, girl. It's saying all the things you never said because even you knew they were too crazy. With every new line I wrote, I was like, is this too far? And then I just proceeded to go further and further. Good for you. I lent into chaos and fury and petty, how deeply tragic and stupid and hilarious it is to be so heartbroken, how ridiculous it all is. I feel like just like the mental processes that you go through when you have been hurt so deeply, it's something else. It really is. Sometimes you do and say things that you're like, you look back on and you're like, why did I? But it's like, it's because you're so hurt, it like drives you into this chaotic state like she talks about. Oh, wait, I love batshit crazy. Maisie, you didn't have to do it, but you did, and I'm grateful for it. All right, oh, next is therapy. Is that what we have to go to after the last song? Because, I mean, that would make a lot of sense.
Destiny. When we met, I told you I've been treated carelessly. You couldn't have loved a girl any harder than you loved me, so I couldn't ask anymore.
Okay, well, that's good, right?
And I know it's wrong, but now you're gone, honey.
Why?
From your arms, back to therapy, therapy. Oh Lord, I'm going back to therapy, therapy. You touch me, now your touch will last for centuries. Back to therapy, therapy. Oh Lord, I'm going back to therapy, therapy. Held me like a promise till it broke me like a curse. With your shadow in the door, you were turning.
Oh, I love that line.
me. I knew loving you was letting you leave.
Oh.
You swore it's somewhere I would never be.
I already just want to sing all of these songs. I already can't wait to know all the words.
From your arms back to therapy.
See, like, Maisie is one of my favorite artists to sing along to, and all of these songs are just like fitting into like, yep, yep. In the car, yep. You're sending me back to therapy. You broke me and it's like, oh, time for some more therapy, baby. But the line that kind of like really hurts though, I knew loving you was letting you leave. I think like letting somebody go when you know it's the best for them, like that's the truest form of love in my mind. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, this song does sound kind of bittersweet because like you couldn't have loved a girl any harder than you loved me, so I couldn't ask anymore, and I know it's wrong. And then to later say like letting you go, that was the way to show that I loved you. This sounds like another song kind of like 2 weeks ago where you know the right thing to do is to let it go, but it still hurts like a bitch. And then to bring in the element of you're sending me back to therapy. I can't believe how many like sad songs are on here. It's not like I haven't listened to Maisie before. I know she writes sad songs, but it felt like this era was gonna be like more heavily badassery, and there's a lot of badassery on here, but damn, there's also a lot of sad shit. Next is There It Goes. I had a feeling this might be a slower one because it's the second to last, but let's see.
I'm back in London, I'm running down Columbia Road. They're selling some flowers cheap.
Okay, imagery.
I'm doing better, I made it to September.
Oh.
I can finally breathe.
Oh.
The love we had was covered in snow. I had to let it go.
Why?
There it was, heaven knows. There it was, oh there it goes.
Oh, she lives to hurt me, and that's it.
The way I loved you, I will not be embarrassed of that. Just
Hell
should've
no.
known when to quit.
Oh, wait.
Now witching hours of Stockholm that you won't see. Sunflowers in the kitchen, a heartbreaking
Sunflowers.
remission. The universe is shifting and it's
Oh.
all for me.
Oh,
All for me.
wait, I loved it. Oh, wait, this one is like magic. I think it's so optimistic. Like it has sad elements to it, but it's optimistic. It's looking forward. It's looking to the future and like leaving the pain in the past. Like she says the universe is shifting and it's all for me. That bridge is amazing. I had to close my eyes because I was like, okay, a lot of details coming in here. Let me just like focus on them. And it's just like little details. Open door, come down of closure. Girls and I do yoga. I wake up, it's October. The loss is yours. Brick lane in the brisk cold. Like all of these, just I love when you just throw in little moments like that. The way I loved you, I will not be embarrassed of that, just should have known when to quit. I do love that line. You know, like looking back, like you poured all your love into a person and maybe, you know, they did hurt you or they proved that they weren't good enough for you, right? But that doesn't mean you have to look poorly back on that love. It's like, I should have known when to quit, sure, but that love was real and it's not something I'm gonna be embarrassed of. I just feel like this song is so, I love the optimism in it. It feels so beautiful. It actually honestly feels like a closing track. We still have one more to go, but this just feels like it has closing track energy, which makes sense why it's like at the end of the album because it's looking back on all the pain and moving forward. We have made it to the final song on the album. This song is called History of Man. That's like a very bold title to me. So let's see where the final track takes us on The Good Witch.
Tale as old as honey.
Ooh.
A moment everybody knows. I couldn't believe it. How you could just stop wanting me.
Oh, wait, don't.
As if it wasn't sacred, as if it wasn't sacred
Oh!
to me. I've seen it in the poems and the sands, and she loves him more than anyone ever has in the history of man.
I have chills.
Didn't falter,
Ooh! Oh, this is,
didn't look back once, did you?
yes.
You walked out of without sweating. I've seen it in the poems and the sands.
This song is beautiful. And the production is so full. It's big, it's full, it's gorgeous.
She begs him, he says he doesn't understand. She loves him more than
Oh, this song hurts, but it's so beautiful.
Women's hearts are lethal weapons. Did you hold mine and feel threatened? Hear my lyrics, taste my venom. You are still my great obsession. I've seen it in the history of man.
vocals again.
Yeah, I save you a seat and then you say you wanna stand so you lose me. The best you'll ever have, it's the history. The history of me.
How could you do that? Oh, and what a gorgeous outro. Oh, what a gorgeous, that outro's everything. Talk about an outro, are you kidding me? That is easily one of my favorites on the project. I'm gonna say right now, I don't know if I'm the only one who felt it. This to me has like a super strong Taylor Swift feel, and not just like, oh, it sounds like a Taylor Swift song. This sounds like it could be a top tier Taylor Swift song. Like the production reminded me a little bit of Lover and 1989. I don't know, it's just so strong. From the lyrics to the production, the vocal, like everything about it was just, it all flowed so perfectly. It was like, I don't know, it's just like a perfect song. It hurt me, and I don't know why she would do that, but like, it's beautiful. This song is about so many things. It's hard to even distill into a tarot card paragraph, because if you don't know, there's like a whole tarot card theme with the Good Witch and everything. It's about the power I feel as a songwriter and the deep, true magic I believe exists within love, even when that love has been lost. I wanted it to be the album closer because it encapsulates a lot of the themes I explore within the Good Witch, but also because it sums up a large part of the feminine experience as I have felt it. This song feels deep and complex and important, like something bigger than me, perhaps. I agree entirely. There is something about this song that is just, it feels so important. Like it really does. I don't know what it is, like what she put into this song to make it feel that way, but I feel it. Wow, it really is raining so hard. I couldn't hear it until I took off my headphones, but it's strong and you guys can probably hear it a little bit. But okay, The Good Witch. We have done it. It has happened, and oh my gosh. I think the first thing that is coming to mind as I finish this album now is how different it was from what I expected. I think because going in with Body Better and Lost the Breakup, they are both like technically sad songs that are very upbeat, but I don't know why I expected this album to have more like badass, happy songs, and so much of it was so sad. It's a sad album, and it feels like an album that comes from so much heartbreak and so much being mistreated too many times, being deceived too many times, being taken advantage of too many times. There's just so much pain. But at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of messages of like growing and changing and trying to leave that in the past and move forward and not being like, not dwelling on that. Specifically, I think There It Goes is such an important song on this album, because while it does recognize like the hurt that you've experienced, it kind of like encourages like, now it's time to move forward. It's time to leave all of that in the past and keep going. There It Goes and History of Man being 14, 15 on this album, I think is so important. Those two are incredible closing tracks. Those are two of my favorites on the entire album. The opener of the album is a true sequel to the opener of You Signed Up for This, also a title track. There's a lot of vulnerability as well, like Watch, for example. You know, you have this honesty of, I still care about you so much and I'm kind of obsessed a little bit. I'm watching you. I'm like watching you succeed and you do better and you look happy and I'm just here and I'm just watching. Like there's a lot of that kind of vulnerability throughout this album as well, which I love so much. You got the wholesome vibes with the band and then you do still get Sassy Maisie. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not that Sassy Maisie did not show up today because she did. You're Just a Boy and I'm Kind of the Man. That song is everything. Also BSC, batshit crazy, about kind of like owning that unhinged side of yourself. Adore that. Maisie, thank you for that one. Run It is also in that kind of sassy Maisie tier of songs on this album. Wendy was just so beautiful. Like, I think that's just such a cool form of storytelling. I think that's incredible. Want You Back. I'm trying to remember how that one sounded at the moment. Oh, okay, right. Want You Back was the one with the line that came for me. I know you did bad, but if one more person says it, I might go mad. Looking back at the track list right now, I'm like kind of obsessed because I just feel like there's such good variety on this project. It didn't even feel like it like my first listen through, but now that I'm looking back, I'm like, oh my god, there's so many different vibes, so many different feelings, topics. I think it's really fucking fun. I just love Maisie so much, and I just love the way that she writes and the way she tells a story, and I think she's just fucking cool. She's just so fucking cool, and I can't wait to see her later this year. I'm going in October, but I'm just so happy. I love the album, I really do, and I think this is an album with more listens. It's gonna grow on me more and more and more. Like, I do feel that, because Maisie's music is and I'm pointing back there because of the vinyl that I have back there. It's just like super fun to sing along to, super fun to dance around to, super fun to blast in the car and scream along to. That's the kind of music Maisie makes, and I can't wait to experience that live. I feel like live she's gonna be so fun too. Please let me know how you guys feel about this album. What are your favorite tracks? Like, which ones are you obsessed with? Let me know down in the comments. If you guys want to see my ranking of The Good Witch, you can check that out over on my Instagram at the.caitlin.marie. I've posted it in real form over there because I think doing that every once in a while is pretty fun. So if you want to see my ranking, it is over there. If you don't, that's also totally fine. But as always, thank you guys so much for being here, for listening to this album with me. I love Maisie. I adore Maisie. Make sure you stream the living crap out of this album. I definitely need to buy a vinyl or something, like a physical copy of this album, because I really, really want one. I'm really happy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so damn much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.